What's happening, gang? SDJB here. Welcome to another episode of CheleoPower, the real hustle for investing, especially if you are a beginner like most of us here in this community. Today's Sunday, the 30th. I wanted to make a quick video on how to properly use the swing homework. In the chat, we've been doing a lot of studies, a lot of research, homework, post good charts there and making money. And as you guys know, we are swing homeworks, or most of us are swing traders, which allows us to position ourselves and then prior to the pops and write those suckers for several days, weeks, month, you name it, right? Most of us have 9 to 5 jobs, and at times it can get very difficult to be in front of a monitor or in front of your phone checking all the time, right? So the way we do it is, I'm going to show you in a second, we place the orders based on our study prior to the stock movement, right? So based on your study plan, based on your trading plan, you know when you are about to enter the stock and when you are to get the heck out of the stock in case things don't go well. Before I get in, big shout out to the team, CheleoPower, the gang, the family, little family is growing. We are, in the 200s, almost 200 people. So shout out and thanks for all the love. Together we can make it happen. This is one of our calls in the chat. Intelsat. It was called with plenty of time in the 2021s for like the freaking 10th time. She's been a beauty to us. And after, it was called in the beginning of the month, and up to date is up to 38%. Guys, remember, I'm a swing trader. I may not be paying attention to the monitors or to my phone most of the time due to my 9 to 5 job. And catching pigs like this, it's a great advantage to us. So 2 minutes already. Without further ado, I'm going to show you what I mean when I say using the swing homework the proper way. So this is a chat, active as usual. If you go to the chat, there are several tabs. In the swing homework tab, there are all the DD that usually we review and evaluate, and why we talk about it, etc. But let's pick an example. The last one that Rick posted. Rick is my partner in crime, pretty good trader, so pay attention to whatever he says. Let's pick this guy, QLYS, right? As you can see, very nice chart. We review what is it that we think it's happening right now. As he mentions here, stage 2, uptrend, fundamentals. He gives it to you. He's a lot more disciplined than I am. So cup and handle pattern, buy points 96.70, right? As you can see there, he's saying 96 point. This is your buy point. This is a cup and handle. Well, we all know that. So then once it goes past this point, this is where you buy. There are many ways to skin this cat. Again, depending on your trading skills and your trading ability, your experience, your style, you can try to get in early. I usually try to hit it around here. To me, it's low risk because you can set a stop right around and get the heck out in case it goes wrong. But anyways, but to be safe, let's say, right, the buy point, the proper buy point is 96.70, which is stated right here. So with that in mind, now you know that 96.70 is your buy point. Buy range is 96.70 to 100, 101. And, earnings, whatever. We're showing you volume drying up. So when you have volume drying up, that means that sellers are usually getting the heck out. They couldn't push it lower than what it is. So now you get, look, you get volume contraction and then pops. Volume contractions. And if you review the chart, you will see a lot of this volume contraction and then another pop with a cup and handle. But anyways, I'm not here to discuss the freaking chart. That's why my videos are so long. So then that being said, now I know, okay, I review all the swing homework. I see what I like, what I don't like, what I agree and disagree, because, not everything is for, it depends on your trading style. Okay, so let's say we pick this QLYS. Rich gives us a nice, this is a buy point, this is a, you get the heck out at this point, da. So that being said, now you go into your Thinkorswim or whatever you're using. QLYS. Type it in. You have it there. Select trade. In my case, let's say I do a stop limit. So stop limit, that means that if it hits 96.70, right? That was the range. Yep, 96.70. Trigger the order, and once it hits that value, I am willing to pay up to 96.80. If it goes above that, I don't want to pay anymore, right? But I'm assuming that you know how to use the difference on stop limit. But that's what it is on stop limits. It's telling you that once it hits 96.70, your order will trigger up to 96.80 within that range, whatever available, right? So that being said, you select it, you go into your day, and you can do that right now. So as in the morning prior to the market opening, or the day before, you can do that so that you're prepared. You don't, let's say tomorrow I'm busy as heck and I probably will be unplugged by the time the market is open, but just by me setting this up, I am playing them suckers, meaning I am already prepared to, if it meets this criteria, buy, right? Which is 96.70, 96.80 is the most that I'm going to pay. Then you have the, what is it? Good for the day, good till cancel. So I'm going to say good till cancel. Then you have conditions, it goes advanced at that, like submit at certain time, market condition, like it gets crazy, guys. You can customize this in advance and you don't need to pay attention to the screens or anything. You can customize it anytime you want, right? So long story short, let's say, yep, I want to buy 100 shares. I am going to set an OCO, order cancel orders. So I will tap into advance. Then I will make sure that my first order triggers the OCO, which is this guy. So if this happens, this will happen, or this will be in place to happen if whatever I set it up, whatever condition, right? So you have to make sure you select this. Otherwise, this order can trigger first than this. Let's say this is the order that I'm going to place to sell, stop loss or whatever. But if I don't do this first, it easily go into shorting mode, right? And it would sell thinking that I want to short, and a disaster. So make sure that you click the first trigger first order triggers OCO, right? So that being said, I go into second order and automatically creates a sell. It creates a sell in the limit. So it will sell my 100 shares and it creates a limit, right? But me knowing that the cup and handle, if it pops, it could go hard. So I don't want to sell like that. I will set, you have different option, market, whatever. You can take profit multiple ways. That's another video to go into each one of these categories and explain what it is. I hope you do. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that explain. But in this case, I'm going to pick trail stop. So trail stop, if it means that if the first order triggers that, this is going to be 50 cents from whatever the mark is, right? So let's say it triggers 96.70. It'll go up, and the trail stop will continue to go up it will go up, and my order will continue to go up with the price. And it will only trigger once from the high point. It goes down and triggers whatever parameter I have here, right? So in my case, I like to use percent, and say, I don't know, 0.5, 1%. So 1%, right? That means that if my order triggers, if my buy triggers at 96.70 and I buy it at 96.8 and the price continues to go up, then this sell order will be in place, riding the price, right? So let's say this gets to 105, for example. But then at 105, it decides to pull back. If it pulls back 1% from the top, from 105, then it will sell my order with, and of course I will be in profit because it'll be a 1% from whatever, let's say this goes to 120, from 120 and goes down 1%, it'll sell for profit. So that's why I like to use trail stop, and I like to use it with percentage of a stop. Another thing you can do is, you don't have to use trail stop. You can say stop limit. We all know what stop limit is. If it goes below, I bought at 96.70, let's say. Okay, if it hits 95, sell it at 94. 8. So that's that. Then you press done. Well, actually, good to close. Same deal. Then you press done. And once you have your order here, 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 you press confirm. And that's it, guys. Basically, that's it. You don't have to be watching anything. You are already playing this guy. If it goes to a certain point and it goes up, it will buy. If it continues to, it will buy and already have your stop loss in place. Meaning you will buy and you already have a stop loss in place based on this guy. And let's say pop to 120 and it comes down 1%. Boom. And it will sell automatically, guys. You rinse, repeat, and you do that every night. You set your, couple of orders, do the OCOs, you are set. If it never hits your parameters, you're good. And again, remember, this can be customized to anything you want. If market conditions are X or Y, you can do the same. Same with Robinhood. Robinhood free, I mean, it sucks because it doesn't have OCO, but you kind of have to do it manually. So let's say you buy stop limit. If it hits 96.70, I want to pay 96. I will pay up to 96.80, right? And then same thing, all expires good till tomorrow or good until close, meaning never expires until executes. All right. You do that and then you're in the game. If it triggers your order, you will be playing this guy, right? The only problem with Robinhood is it doesn't have the advanced feature that you cannot set up 2 orders at the same time, which I've been harassing them and writing, and you can help me out requesting that feature. Anyways, 60 minutes, freaking crazy. I can't, for the love of God, can make short videos, but if you like this, give support, thumbs up, spread the video, and ask questions. I read the comments, and see you in the chat. Subscribe, all right? Take care.